Hello again, everyone. Good news. Good news indeed. I think a lot of you know by now that Anne from Meissaprint had the bright idea of importing some Alexandre Renke products for people in the UK. We haven't been able to order from Alexandre Renke directly since Brexit, so we can't get them unless we have a friend who lives in Europe or somewhere other than the UK. Anyway, the good news is Matthew has been back to Alexandre Renke and bought lots more stock. And at Meissaprint, they've got this special offer that if you order £50 worth of goods, you will get one free Alexandre Renke product. These products are not listed on his website, so it's going to be a surprise. So £50 order and you get a free Alexandre Renke product. So I'm going to make something with one of these today. You won't find these in the catalogue on the website either. Today I thought I would use a sentiment from this stamp set and this flower die. It's called a Magic Flower. Magic Flower 1. So, I've cut out a few of them. Let's just clear the deck a minute. Let's bring this little lot over here. I propose making a 5x7 card. My idea is this. I cut a panel large enough for this die to go on, but then I thought perhaps I won't put it on it, perhaps I'll put it in it. The reason being, I thought I'd like to have some gentle dry embossing surrounding the flower. That's kind of one thing. So I would have to cut the flower from here, and I had a vision of it kind of coming off the edge somewhere, and then inlaying some of these flowers and building them up so that they are proud of the surrounding area. I thought I'd like a little frame, so I taped two of my Presscut rectangular nesting dies together and I cut it out. So I've got two frames. I've actually got two middles. I don't need two middles for this card, but I can use one for something else. So let's just kind of get going and see where we go from here. I think the first thing I want to do for the minute is to cut this out of here. Now, is that what the angle that I want? Let me just look. These two are going to have to be stuck together. Whether I colour them or what, I don't know yet. We'll just kind of have to see. That's going to go. That looks a bit awkward that way. I think I might have it kind of like that. Okay, just like this. Let's cut it out. And then what I want to do after that is to emboss the surround. So let us see. Let's just push that out. Now I want to emboss this bit, and I've picked out a few of my sort of basic, simple 2D folders. I've got Swiss dots, and what I like to do is actually open up the folder and sort of imagine what it will look like through. Then I've got this one, which is a Crafter's Companion. It's just kind of a Hessian thing. Not too keen on that one. This is an old Cuttlebug one with some diamonds on. That might look quite nice. They almost kind of, not quite though. And so they almost surround the flower. That was, should have thought of that when I was putting the flower on, shouldn't I? Never mind, that's a possibility. I like the Swiss dots. This is another Cuttlebug, and they're just slightly further spaced dots. Don't like that so much. That one's a bit hectic. How about this chap? It's a possibility. It would have to be absolutely accurately positioned to... Not too keen on that one. What's this one? These are little hearts. That's not bad. I'm not so keen. This one is just like random little dots. Actually, I quite like that one. I quite like that. I quite like the Swiss dots. Let's have this one. For a magic flower, I think that's going to do quite nicely. So we'll just have... I'll put these away. We'll just have this little random dots. I think that's... So there we have our little dots all over. What I thought I would like to do is to have some colour showing through the apertures in the flower. And for that, I have to decide whether I want them to be cut by the die and inserted, or just a layer underneath. So I rummaged through my backgrounds, and I fancied blue for some reason. Right, a whole bunch of bluish backgrounds, and all I do is kind of this kind of business. Look to see what it's going to look like through the flower. I don't think that one's going to work. There's dotty things. Don't like that. It's just a background. It's too hectic. I don't like that. This one I hated, but there's parts of this that might be kind of quite nice. You see that's quite pretty in that corner, isn't it? That's a possibility. And this one I think looks horrid as it is, but for some, you know, bits of it might look quite nice. That's a possibility. This one, this is a dreadful bit of shaving foam that was left way too long, but you see, as part of a flower, that could be really... Let's have that one. I'll go no further. I could be here all day looking at these. We'll just choose this one. So we have to decide whether we're going to have it actually but behind or inserted. I could do both, and then we could see what we think looks best. Let's just not find a nice place. I want the line to be in keeping with, you know, the flow of the flower kind of thing. What do we think? Let's just try it there. If I do it that way, will it fit this way? I'll waste a lot of the rest of the thing. There's quite nice. There is really quite nice. Okay, let's just do that. My top plate. Okay. Now, let's join some of these together. The top one, I want the top one to be a little different. What I have in mind is to use a background stamp like this, which is just music manuscript. I'm going to stamp it onto a piece of card like that, and then cut my top layer from this, so there's some kind of pattern on the top layer. If I don't like it, don't need to use it, but I thought I'd give it a go. Let's have a look. Here's my VersaFine Nocturne, VersaFine Claire. Let's just see. May look awful, but we'll try. I don't know whether to have this. This is the linen side, and that's the smooth side. Let's go with the smooth side, I think. fine. That's good. Now, I'm just going to give this a quick dry because otherwise I'm going to get ink from that onto my top plate, onto the inside of the die and everything else. So I'm just going to give it a quick dry before I do any die cutting. Now, if I want this piece to have the things absolutely horizontal, I'm going to have to match it with the angle that's here. So I'm just going to pop that on, and I can see what it's kind of going to look like on the die cut. About there. Is that? Whoops-a-daisy. All this fuss. I'm a fussy thing. Pop that on the bottom. And I can take that out. Okay. See, even with a little drying, can you see the ink has transferred onto my piece of mylar? So I need to clean that before it's used again, otherwise it'll transfer to another piece of die cutting. Right, let's have a look at this. Okay. Take out the bits. Let's see what it's going to look like. Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that the frame might have looked good with the manuscript as well. Haven't got space for it on here, don't I? Yes, I think I'll just stamp another piece of card, and then I can cut the frame from that. So let's get my manuscript stamp back, ink this up again. I think I'll just do the whole thing, and then I can always use any bits left over for something else. Okay. That's fine. It's not wonderful just in the middle there, but I won't need that bit. Like, let's just give this a quick wipe. And I'll turn it over to be on the safe side. I need to have some sort of mark showing on the bit of, let's take it off this piece. Okay. Let's cut this out. There's my frame. See, that's just the effect I wanted. Perfect. Right, now then, this is going to go in here, like so. That is going to go, well, let's put the other ones in first. I'll have to chop them off. Let's do a bit of stacking. This is going to be the top layer. Okay, Get rid of all the bits. Don't know how many layers we're going to need, but we'll just have a look and see. That's the top layer. Put that on a magnet, out of the way. Stay safe. My magic flower, Zauber bloom or something. Right, let's glue a bunch together. Let's have a look. I'll join these together and put that one on the top, so that's up high as well. Okay. I think that can go straight onto there, so I think what I'll do is glue this on, and then I'll fill in with the other bits and bobs. Okay. Now, do I do this, just put a piece behind, or do I insert these little bits into the flower? Let's just have a look, see what we think. If you insert them, the edges of each section has got a nice little sort of rounded over edge. It makes it kind of look as if it belongs. I have a little fancy for some glitter gloss in there as well. I think we'll use these. So what I think I'll do is to put this in first and then pop them in afterwards. Okay, decision made. Just going to fill all of this with glue, and then whatever is going in will stick. Just put a block down on that for a minute, because I do actually want to put some glitter gloss on this, and I think I'll do that before I put it in. How many bits have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there one more piece? Yes, it's here. There we go. Let's just do this. Should have done it before I took it out of there, shouldn't I, really? This was a horrible bit of background there. Doesn't look like anything, but in this it looks really interesting. So let's pop these in, and I think we've just got to do the sentiment and we'll be there. Use a little one of these. There's so many ways of doing inlay. You just do whatever pleases you, whatever makes you feel happy. The one I did yesterday with the cow. This isn't the right one, is it? No, it's this one. I was going to say it's too small. Goodness me. There we go. This is the big one. There we go. And the last piece goes in here. And my sentiment says, just for you. So I think we're going to put that kind of there. So let's get a bit of scrap. I've got loads of it around. Here's a bit. I think I put a bit too much ink on there. Okay, let me wipe it and put too much on. I don't think I have ever used an Alexandre Renke stamp before. I think I've only ever used dies and stencils. It looks like one of those kind of old-fashioned typewriters, you know, that the letters are a little bit blurred. So remember they used to have typewriter ribbons, did they call them? And let's have a look at this. I think that size will do. Let's just cut a bit off and then I can cut it out. Put a piece of tape on. It's taken me longer than I thought this, actually. I thought it was going to be comparatively quick. It's another one with dirty marks on there. Wipe it. Turn it over. And cut out the other end. Turn it round. That's about the right distance. It's in the lines. Okay. There's something a little lackluster about it, but let me put a piece of foam tape on the back of this just to raise it up just a little. I did wonder about putting a bit of blue behind it, but I don't think that's going to work. A bit of the just wondering if I should put a bit of the manuscript behind. Wonder if that would work. Let's just see. Got plenty of it. That's upside. No, it's not upside down. Let me just cut a piece of this. Yeah, I like that. It's just, I think I'll cut a piece off this end. Right, stick that to that. Just finish off the edge of the, where I cut it. I would normally do that with the other end of the die, but for now, I just did that. It's fine. Okay. Oops, upside down. There we are. There. Okay, little glue and we're done. I'm just doing this so it looks like these lines are matched up. And we'll have a card with a special gift from Meissaprint. It's fun. So thank you so much for joining me again. Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. It all helps to get the videos seen more often by more people, so it really would help. So there you go. Look at Meissaprint, £50 order, and you get a freebie. So do check them out. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.